So there are two important parts of the brain we want to look at here. That's the prefrontal cortex and the reptilian brain. So our reptilian brain is most concerned with survival and pleasure, while our prefrontal cortex is our logical decision-making brain. Night eating syndrome comes from a need to survive by getting enough food. It can also be linked to dopamine, that feeling of pleasure, and self-medicating with food to feel better. These are both natural brain responses to restriction and stress. The key is not judging this part of your brain, but getting a new routine in place so that you can observe the urge, even thank it for helping you survive in the past, and choosing a new behavior. The good news is, as we become aware of our triggers and feelings and manage what started our night eating in the first place, we can create new habits. Eating enough, balancing blood sugar, and managing stress will all help. You can see here that stress can impair our ability to access our logical brain, which is why it's so important that we address that as well. The journaling and our discussions here in this course will help you identify your patterns and find your opportunities to reroute them. We will replace that behaviors. You can see here the secret to permanently breaking any bad habit is to love something greater than the habit. So the clearer we get on your why, the easier it is to replace. Here you can see the habit loop. So usually there's a trigger or a cue, followed by a routine, followed by a reward. So as most of you are experiencing right now, your cue is going to be waking up from your sleep, and then you're going to eat, and that reward is that temporary comfort and relief. We want to change that routine. So the cue is going to be the same. You might still wake up. Some nights you might not, but you might wake up, and there we have to create a new habit. So ideally we want to pause, let that logical brain step in and really get clear about that new reward, which is long-term health and freedom. The plasticity of the brain is now really well recognized. New electrical pathways in the brain can be forged, old ones can be weakened, and weakened pathways strengthened. So basically, we're going to create a new pathway in your brain. We're going to stop doing that old habit so that that highway in your brain gets less used. Your brain wants to go there less, and it's going to take this new super highway of not night eating and creating a lifelong positive change. You can also see in my little drawing here, when we return to that same habit night after night, we create this loop. We're just going in a circle. While progress might feel a little up and down at first, eventually that neural pathway, that new highway, is going to become nice and smooth.